Good morning, everybody. Kilt here. It is morning of day 95 from the Appalachian Trail. We are just now walking through the town of Duncannon on High Street. The trail runs the entire length of the town on this street and then hangs a hard right, crosses the river, puts us back in the mountains to have a big old climb this morning. Shocking, right? Not really. Oh, let's see. Last night stayed at the Doyle. Good night's rest. Great hiker price. Just a single private room, nothing fancy. Bed, fan, and an outlet. And then a community bathroom. Got this morning, met an old friend that was actually back here still in town from an injury. Mr. Toonies. They had pushed on and I stayed back, got some new gear. He got injured and came back here to Duncannon. So he's actually jumping forward again to go meet G-Dub. And I'll catch them in a day or two. I do believe Mr. Two Turtles is right on my heels by less than a day. The way he hikes, so he'll be catching me here in the next few days. And let's see what else. Weather's good today. I think we are gonna push to a shelter just due to the fact that there is rain coming this evening, and I'll stay in the shelter and not have to deal with it tomorrow morning instead of pushing a little further to a stealth tent site. No big deal to me. That'll make tomorrow's bag a little lighter with less food. So do a shorter one today and a bigger one tomorrow with a lighter bag. That's a smart decision, right? So that's what we're gonna do. Other than that, I think that covers it. Body's doing good. Shoes are doing great. The knee's getting better with the new brace. I'm slowing down with this weather and humidity. I mean, it's cloud cover, but it's still a little sticky out. So let's get through town here, get back into the woods, and we'll see y'all shortly. Freshen that cup of coffee, and let's show you the trail. Alright, we're out of town now. We just crossed over one river. Now we are crossing over the Susquehanna. This looks like we're on Route 22. Behind me was 11 and 15. And that big mountain in front of you is the one we're going to climb today. And we're going to run that left and run that ridge out. And that's today's agenda. But right now we're just playing with traffic on the side of the bridge, crossing the river. That water is moving. Well, all right, our first climb is over. Oh, crossed over, got over the bridges, crossed the railroad tracks, and then that climb. Whew, like 2 miles. But it's up. We're on the ridge now, working our way to the first shelter for second breakfast and a water stop. So let's get down there. This is the trail for the morning. It's going to be a ridge run up and down, up and down. And there's been a few campers here and there spread out. I don't know if they're through hikers or just weekend campers. Hard to tell sometimes. All right, let's get a move on. It's sweaty already, and it's early. So here is the Clark's Ferry shelter. Just got back, got water, went down in the spring, a couple 100 yards down that trail. Got water bottle filtered and a fresh one ready to go. We got some monks in here, left and right. Not too bad. Looks like it's been around for a while. The rain gutter on the front. And there are not any, let alone minimal, flat tent spots right here. Now back a couple 100 yards before the shelter on the trail, there was a camping tent site where there was a couple campers down there, but here at the shelter area there is no tent spots. The privy is up there in the woods up toward the trail. So that's it. A fire pit and a picnic table, standard issue. All right, let me get second breakfast snack on and hydrate and push north, bring it back on the trail. All right, power line. What kind of view is it giving us? Wow, look at that. That's the Susquehanna River right there. An old big old thing. A little farmland in the lowlands. I'm not sure what river that one is over there. That might be that Juanita one that I crossed this morning. Because I came down and I crossed down there on the left out at the peninsula. Crossed both those rivers to get it to this side. A little hazy out this morning, but it's cool. It's crazy, but I do think the humidity might be dropping. That'll be nice. But everything's damp and dewy, so. All right. This is us. All right, we may have a view here. Maybe a little windy. Well, let's go check it out. I believe this is looking east. Oh, those aren't raindrops. Felt like it. All right. I guess that's still the Susquehanna. That's a big old river. There we go. It's still hazy out. Hasn't burnt off yet. A little low-lying farmland down there. Not a bad another view this morning. All right, what do we got here? Footbridge over the road. That's all going south, nothing to the north information. All right, this is a pedestrian footbridge, pretty much for trail use only, because there's nothing else up here on the ridge of this mountain. I know it's really hard to tell, but that's a drop off to the left over there. And then, well, let's go out here on the bridge. And the parking lot across the way. This is our trail anyway. The road does like a hairpin horseshoe right here. There we go. Oh, it's like somebody's house right there maybe. So we got a view that way. And if we turn around, the road hooks back. What does it say? Middle Paxton Township. Alright. Let's go up here, see if there's anything trail magic wise, and take a water break. Well, I don't see anything special here. Maybe we got a water cache over here. We'll take a break over here. Here's the trail anyway. Oh yeah, small water cache, absolutely great. All right, cool, I fill a bottle up. All right, I'm gonna take a water break and we're gonna push on that way right there. Here we are at Table Rock View. Whoa, just slipped on a rock. Let's go check it out. Maybe have a sit down, take a break. Maybe have lunch out here. We're close enough to the shelter where it doesn't matter. We can have lunch. Late. Oh wow. I'm not gonna climb out on that one. But that is a gorgeous view.
Oh, look up Duncannon.
Nice breeze. Again, still hazy out, but alright. Table Rock View. Alright, well, I'm gonna have lunch here and then we'll come back when we get to the shelter. And just like that, here we are at our turnoff. Peter's Mountain Shelter. That's us. So the next stop tomorrow is Pennsylvania Route 325. It's 6.7 miles. And I think tomorrow's goal right there, Roush Gap Shelter, 18-mile day. That's where we're going to get to tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. So that's the trail there, going north. This here's the Blue Blaze. Whoa, Blue Blaze. And I can even see the porch, the steps to the shelter. It's right here on trail. Perfect. All right, we'll see if anybody's here. And food lockers, bear boxes, a fire ring. That says the spring is 0.2 miles, 300 steps. I've been told it's almost 500 steps. Holy cow, I got a load of this shelter. We gotta get the steps. Wow, here's a big one. Full-blown loft. You know, locked up gear locker in there for equipment, supplies, brooms, dustpans, corkboard. Oh, look at this, they even got it draped. A rolled up tarp to block any of the wind or rain that may come in. Now that's nice. Logbook, picnic table. All right. Well, let me get unloaded here and get some water and we'll go from there. Nope, I almost forgot the nameplate. There we go. Peter's Mountain Shelter. All right, everybody, welcome to end of the day wrap up for day 95. We are here at the Peter Mountain Shelter. I got changed, got something dry on. It is hot and sticky. The haze lifted and it just got sticky. They're calling for thunderstorms here this evening, so I'm just gonna hold tight here. Not a big mile day, but nothing small either. We'll get you turned around here in a second, show you the book. And let's see, body feels good. I'm just hot and sweaty. Just trying to cool off, regroup. I still have to go get water. Just cooling down and unwinding right now. So we got the book out, we got our mileage all calculated and tallied up. So let's get you turned around and show you the book. Show you what we accomplished and saw today, and all the fun things that happened and where we're sitting, and get ready to go tomorrow. So here we go with the book. Alright, well, we started the morning right there in Duncannon, Pennsylvania on High Street and Broadway. We left the Doyle Hotel, which is right there at that one block down from that, and had a good morning breakfast, and got up and headed out of town early this morning. Walked all the way down High Street, showed you a lot of that. That's that mile and a half there, or whatever it is, half mile, to the Juanita Bridge, crossed the Juanita River, then we crossed the Susquehanna River, then we crossed the railroad tracks, and then we started to climb. And we got that first big climb out of the way. There's our first view. After that, we had the Clark's Ferry shelter where we had second breakfast, got water. It was real gloomy down in there this morning too. It was all hazy still. Out of Clark's Ferry shelter, we had the power line, ran the ridge, rocks weren't too bad. Oh, we're at the bottom of the page, so let's turn the page. Then we had another power line, and then we got and crossed over the pedestrian path of Pennsylvania 225. That's where we had the Trail Magic. That was the water. That was very nice to have there because we were in a little dry section for a little bit, since the last shelter at least. And so it was nice to just top a bottle of water off just to have it on standby. And I drank a bottle. Then there was another power line, nothing really good to see there. And then Table Rock. So we stopped in at Table Rock at mile 1159.6. Got a good video and view of that. That's at elevation 1340. And then pushed on from Table Rock, not much further, to the shelter. So here we are at the shelter for day 95 at mile 1160.5. And we did 11 miles today. I know it's not our normal 15 or 14 or 16, but with the climb up out of Duncannon and the rocks that we had to climb up and the switchbacks, you know, that's where we got. So it's a big shelter. Look at that, 16-person shelter. And then we got that 0.3 steeply downhill to get water. We're going to go get that here shortly. So that's where we're at, Peters Mountain Shelter. Well, tomorrow's a much bigger day. We're going to go to the next shelter. But we got to do a drop down and a climb up out of a road crossing for PA 325. There is water down there before that, so we'll be able to top off before we climb up out of there. But we're going to push on to the next shelter. We're just getting ourselves set up for the next 2 days after that to get into Port Clinton, or what is it? Oh, let me take a quick peek here. Hamburg. Port Clinton or Hamburg. We're not sure which town I'm going to go to yet, but that's a couple days out yet. And we're just setting ourselves up now for success when that happens. Not much else to report. Just going to get bedding set up. I'm going to stay here in a shelter because it is supposed to storm. And the only tent sites I saw was a large kind of a group style tenting area out at the trailhead here. About 50 feet, but nothing here in the immediate area of the shelter. So I'm just going to stay here, especially with the weather, and get up early and hopefully be hiking by 7 o'clock or so. But we shall see. Other than that, thank you to all of you for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying it and following along, having fun. I'm having a good time. We're still hiking this Appalachian Trail going northbound in 2021. My name is Kilt. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you on the morning. Remember, get that cup of coffee. Bye-bye.